Hello, and welcome back to the 3 at Moon livestream, everybody. My name is Matt, otherwise known as 3 at Moon, here on Twitch and YouTube. It's Monday, October 25th, 2021, and we're diving in a little later than usual. Normally we do a stream at 1 p.m. Pacific onward every single day. Today we're starting a little later, and we're doing episode 18 of our ongoing Retro Roulette series using our largest retro wheel yet, the animal and creature themed wheel. So basically, this series, I stream retro games and I stream randomizers of retro games a lot, and this series is sort of like an interactive series where I've curated a list of over 1,400, almost 1,500 retro games from Atari 2600 to N64 and Nintendo DS that are all themed around animals or creatures in some way. We also do this regular series mostly on Fridays, the same format but with food and eating games, and we do spooky and Halloween games, space and alien themed games, and there's a lot of really cool games in this list. There's ROM hacks, there's homebrew projects, there's fan translations, and because it is a roulette wheel stream, you can spin that wheel at any time using moonstones. So can I. I initially spun the wheel today, and the first game we're going to start with is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project on the NES. It was released in '92, well after the SNES was already out, and I grew up with TMNT 1 on the NES. Recently discovered the second one from the same series, and really enjoyed it. I didn't realize it was essentially like an 8-bit version of Turtles in Time. So I'm excited to dive into this and see what it has to offer, if it's more like the first one or the second one. But this is the first animal and creature themed game we're going to start with. TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project on the NES. I also want to say thank you to the most recent followers. Thank you to Macintosh and Tire and Danny Poplio for the recent raids. And thanks to Lifted Senses, another awesome streamer, and Pocky But Nah for the recent follows. Enjoy some music from Stardew Valley in the meantime, and we've got TMNT 3 up next. Stick around. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome Michelle, welcome Fooder Hill. You can see the game, you should be able to see me as well, and hear me. This is TMNT 3. There we go. This is the first time diving in, so it'll be interesting to check this out blind. I grew up with TMNT 1 on NES and Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo. Those are the main two. I really was a huge fan of TMNT 2, the arcade game, when we got that a few episodes ago. Had a lot of fun with it. Oh, you can't wait to catch Rathe's next stream. I don't know if he's streaming before, because he's been focusing on music stuff. I don't know if he's streaming before this Wednesday, but I know this Wednesday we're going to be doing another Pokemon Sweet stream at 11 AM Pacific. Let's go with Mikey first. That's what I usually pick. But in these games, Donatello seems to be a better choice because of the range. Eastern, 2 p.m. That'll be 2 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Which is also Rathe's time, I think. Ooh. Bummer dudes, it's Shredder. Oh, I thought he was saying that. Or was that Shredder saying that? It seems very odd that he would say bummer dudes. We'll be streaming like for 4 or 5 hours or so on Wednesday. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this looks a lot more similar to TMNT 2, which I dig. The first game was very difficult. I did grow up with it, but it is very different than this. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so it controls very, very similarly to TMNT 2 and Turtles in Time. I'm into it. You want to get an original Xbox? Ooh. Like the chunky OG black and green one. I had one years ago. I didn't keep it that long, actually. I ended up selling it to get PS2 games and GameCube games, funny enough. We also got those original massive controllers as well. And speaking of Xbox, on the original Xbox, and I think, no, it might be the original Xbox, it might, or it might have been 360. They did a like high-end HD remaster of Turtles in Time. It's actually pretty cool. Not a lot of people play it, but like most people that play that game live or speedrun it or run races and stuff, it's all, or if they play co-op, it all tends to be the original. Nice. Used to play with it as a kid at your cousin's house. Nice. That's kind of how I feel about the NES. I was hooked instantly. My cousins had an NES. My grandparents had an NES over because we had lots of cousins. So when I finally got my own, I was able to delve down the rabbit hole, so to speak, and I've loved it ever since. And I love that even to this day I'm still discovering new NES games I haven't played, as well as homebrew projects. We've discovered a lot of really cool homebrew projects that people have made from like 2013 up to this year. on the NES. Really cool rhythm games, really cool action-adventure RPGs, puzzle arcade platformers. It's really, like, impressive, some of the stuff people put together for the system. What are some of your favorite original Xbox games? Oh, okay, well, I gotcha. That's cool that you can use the same turtle for all of your lives, instead of just swapping out to a different turtle like in the first two. Whoa. Easy there. I think the controls of the second one are a little bit more precise, a little tighter. But always good to discover a new NES beat 'em up, to be honest. Double Dragon 2 was my first sort of gateway game into beat 'em ups, into the Final Fight series, the Streets of Rage series. Beach, beach, beach. Do baseball. Remember, folks, do baseball and beach, beach, beach. Oh. Henny Blanc. With that raid, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We're doing some Tetris today. I'm starting a little bit later today, and we're doing TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project, which is a really fun beat 'em up. Welcome, Mindscan. Let me do some shoutouts here. If you're not following Mindscan or Henny Blanc, please go do so. We're doing animal and creature themed games today, and actually a couple of episodes ago I discovered TMNT 2 for the very first time. Never got a chance to play it as a kid, but the first one was the one I grew up with, and I always found it really difficult. I really enjoyed it though, and I remember watching The Wizard from 1989 as a kid. That movie that had the Nintendo World Championships and was the debut of Super Mario Bros. 3 before they announced any information about it. It's kind of like the coolest way to do a Nintendo Direct, where now they just spew all the information for the next 2 years in one stream. But they wrote it into a movie back in the day, and TMNT 1 appeared in it, and I still remember that moment as well. Henny Blanco too. Oh, nice, you're doing some Mario Kart 8. I mean, Mortal Kombat 8. Nice. Thank you so much for the raid. So yeah, this is my first time trying this out, ever. I'm digging it. Let's wrap it up. Oh no. Are we having fun yet? TMNT 3 was impossible to beat as a kid, because all of the Russian Famiclone carts were pirated, and Konami had piracy protection on some games, giving some of the bosses almost infinite health. Oh, interesting. So did you grow up in Russia? Oh, cool. Interesting. I didn't know that Konami had piracy protection, like, back in this era. Food Hero, listen, all I want is a time machine and $1 million in 2001. Oh, nice, he moved to the States in 95. Cool. Let's get Dawn out here. Yes. Now that's Rocksteady, I believe. Rocksteady's the Rhino, and Bebop is the Warthog. I think. Oh, no problem on the shoutout. Happy to do it. Oh, excuse me. Before the raid, I had asked Fooderhill, who was considering getting a classic Xbox, what are your favorite Xbox games? Because I was talking about how the NES was one of my most loved systems. Let me just quickly scroll up and see what that was. The only games you played on the original Xbox was Halo and some racing game, and that was the last time you played a Halo game because you had an Xbox 360, and really was stupid. You want a Pentium 4 and a Voodoo 3. There's some things from 2001 it'd be nice to bring back, for sure. You'd rather be in 2030. So we're past all of this. Well, if we are in 2030. Never had an Xbox? Nice. Yeah, I had one, and then I was saying I ended up selling it to buy more PS2 games and GameCube games. Game I would have loved, or a system I would have loved to have grown up with would be the Dreamcast, because I think there's a lot of great games on the Dreamcast. It just kind of got thrown under the bus, so to speak. Holy. Wow, that's such a crazy... There's like no tell as to where they're gonna come out. Oh, what? We're getting a second raid, folks. Welcome, raiders. Horatio outside with that raid. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We're playing some TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project, which is basically just one of two 8-bit Turtles beat-em-ups. I didn't realize the second and third game were beat-em-ups until this series here. For anyone just joining, hope you had an awesome stream over at Horatio's place. And if you're not following Horatio, please go give him a follow. Ah. No. Whoa, holy shit. Okay, I was not expecting that. There's no tell with the enemies. Oh, game over, dude. If we can get a shout out for Horatio, that'd be awesome as well. You could skip 9 years of the news cycle. You just want to be able to be born in a different year with a rich family. Good stream today, thanks. Nice. More random itch games. Heck yeah. How's it turtling? It's turtling pretty good. I like turtles. I'm actually really, because I'm such a huge fan of the NES, I'm really surprised that I didn't know that these two games, the second and the third one, were side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And I'm really enjoying it. It kind of feels like we're playing new versions of Turtles in Time, like 8-bit Turtles in Time. We played Hyperstone Heist and beat it on stream. We never beat Turtles in Time on stream though, but that's the one I grew up with. And yeah, we've actually played a bunch of Turtles games, the first 3 now. NES Tournament Fighters, no. Never played that one either. But there is an SNES Tournament Fighters, right? In fact, I think it's called Mutant Warriors, and we ended up playing that's the one in, that's the European version. But here in Canada and the States, I think it's called Tournament Fighters. And that was pretty cool. I actually grew up playing a lot more beat-em-ups than I did, like, one-on-one fighting, like arcade fighters, arcade-style fighters, like Street Fighter and that kind of thing. Didn't really play those ones. I had Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, but that's like the extent of my experience with that, and the odd Marvel vs. Capcom session with friends. But TMNT Mutant Warriors, or Tournament Fighters on the SNES, was actually quite fun. Like, it was very responsive. I felt from the player perspective that it was really intuitive, like, it felt good to play. And some of those arcade 1v1 fighters don't really do that for me, personally. Interesting, so Tournament Fighters is on the NES and also the Genesis, and they're all different. Very cool. I still like the NES port, even though people usually shit on it. Was it also a 1v1, like, arcade-style fighter? Or was it more like this? I'm gonna try to go with Leo here. We haven't used Leo yet. Oh, it was, cool. So that's interesting, because there aren't really 1v1 arcade-style fighters on the NES, at least not too many that I know of. Unless we're talking like Y-Air or Yi-Air Kung Fu. A few other weird exceptions. This is an interesting one, because this was released in '92, so the SNES was already out at this point. But the NES, there's just such a demand for NES games still, well after the SNES came out. I mean, you've seen it in our homebrew streams. We've played a ton of amazing projects that were made in like 2013, 2010, 2021. They could have easily been viable projects back in the day. I'm more impressed every day that I check out homebrew projects, see what people can come together to make. Oh, yikes. Wow. The amount of hits it had on me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nice. Yeah, if you're not following Horatio or Henny Blank, please go give them a follow if you can. Helps the channels to grow, and they're both awesome folks. Wow. What? Yeah, this is pretty rough. It's you, Donnie. Oh, Donnie boy. Your bow staff has better range. In every Turtles game. Come on. Now those are just annoying enemies to have to avoid here. Cool. Did a bunch of job hunting today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get some full-time work going. It's part of the reason why I started later today. Oh, come on. Oh no. Okay, it's a boss. Oh shit. Who the hell is this? I do not remember a Minotaur mutant boss. What? Okay, that's awesome. That's badass. Not gonna lie. I'm like pseudo rooting for this Minotaur guy now. Just because if you can do that, I mean, you ought to win. No. Oh, you... Okay, that's not cool, man. What? Rough. The boss fights are a little more refined in this, though, than in TMNT 2. I've felt like... I feel like with each NES game, they've really tightened up the boss encounters. Crazy. If you want to mess around with sound effects, you can also just use Command SFX or Command SFX2, and there's 64 different sound effects to mess with. We're going to continue, of course. And at any time, you can spin the wheel for 1,000 moonstones, and whatever animal-themed game that we get, I gotta play. Turn down just a touch.
Excuse me while I put on my sunglasses.
Now the key is to just not take a lot of damage in this phase if we can. But it's tricky. Oh. Henny Blank, what is your favorite character in Mario Kart 8 right now in terms of your favorite driver to use? I haven't played much of Mario Kart 8, just a little bit here and there. But if you had to pick one, what would it be? Also, for people in the chat, what's the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that you ever played? For me, it was the first one on NES. I used to love watching the animated series. Didn't know about the comics until I was much older. But they're also quite cool. And growing up, me and my cousins, when we'd go over to our cousin's house, we'd have, like, there was like a filing cabinet filled with action figures, and it was just every character you could think of from the Ninja Turtle. A lot of nostalgic memory there. Oh, come on. Leo, it's all you. Let's go. Yeah, you can do a few extra things in the second one, I feel. I feel like there's a refinement in some ways, and then they simplified the controls a little bit in some other ways. Ah, okay. He can still kick you from behind. I gotcha. Ah, shoot. Damn. That is fierce. No. Yes. Wow. That was crazy. Hey. Just a second here. Okay, we're gonna continue with Leo here, I think, because yeah, Leo and Dawn are pretty sweet characters in this. Oh. Just hanging off the edge like that reminds me so much of Battletoads. Also, let me know at any time if you need more game audio or less game audio. I can easily adjust it. Remember these guys, the little rock men from Technodrome. I don't know what they're exactly called, but they're like golems, or they kind of remind me of like if the Thing from Fantastic Four was in cosplay as a Hammer Brother from Super Mario Bros. 3. Why would they use guns? I don't know. Oh. Bebop, essentially the Dr. Eggman of this universe. Whoa. I didn't realize you could even stand on him. That's crazy. That's game over. No password system. Oh, okay, just one continue. Got it. How far does this continue? Yeah, nice. Okay, that's cool. That's good. At least we start here. that's just designed to deal damage to us. That sucks. That's such a hard thing to avoid, because it's actually not tossing bombs in a pattern or grenades in a pattern. It's actually tossing grenades to wherever we are. It's quite the weapon. Oh. This is cool that there's like the unfinished bridge here. Or I guess the destroyed bridge. Like, I like the idea that you have to jump back onto here. Oh, what? I remember him. I don't know the name of this turtle, but we had an action figure of this as a kid. To me, it's like the Bizarro turtle. Whoop. Oh, cool, you can actually still hit him when he's spinning. Oh, they're near the end. There we go. Heck yeah. Pizza time. Ooh. Come on. Oh, jeez. Whoa. What? Shoot. Damn. I don't think we have any continues. Yeah, that's it. That's a full-on game over. Damn, that's a tough one. It actually kind of reminds me, weirdly enough, of the difficulty level of Double Dragon 3, a game I also didn't grow up with. I had Double Dragon 2 and 1 on the NES, but Double Dragon 3 is super unforgiving as an NES platformer, or NES beat 'em up. Specifically, you don't get any continues. Like, you play the game, you have to get to the third stage, and you don't get any continues until you hit that third stage. And it's one of those things, it's like you die and there's no lives. It just takes you straight to the beginning of the first stage. So it can be quite frustrating, but I think it's a good challenge. I think if you're looking for a good challenge in a classic, like, 8-bit beat 'em up, this is definitely the way to go. The second one is also quite challenging, the second TMNT. Beach, beach, beach. It's like Boo. Do baseball. All those classic beat 'em up signs. Okay, let's stay what's on. Just because, yeah, we do have the best range, I think. Best weapon range with Donatello. It's the way it works in TMNT 1 and TMNT 2. Come on. Oh, what a waste of a life. That was so dumb. That was, I knew it. I knew the next hit was gonna take him out. That's fine. Okay. You get an extra life for defeating the boss, which is nice. Oh. I think it's funny that basically it's implied that the turtles are surfing all the way from Key West, Florida to Manhattan, all along the coast. The East Coast. It's pretty funny. Just some fast-ass surfboards. Is essentially the equivalent to a Gelectro, those electric jellyfish from Super Mario Bros. 3. I think this is a tougher surf section than in Turtles in Time and any of the other games. Don't do this to me. This is so dumb. When there's one alone, his pattern changes. That's stupid. Alright. Off to Manhattan, because apparently that's all it took. Just that short period of time to surf from Key West to Manhattan. This is the tough part. This is the part you want to come into with 3 lives. Come on. But we have 2 continues, right? 3. Okay, cool. Okay, boss fight. Oh, shoot. Okay, apparently that's happening. No, that's not happening. Okay, let me just refresh my stream manager and my dashboard over here, so I'm not gonna be able to see the chat if anyone spins the wheel or drops a message in the chat, just for a few minutes here. That's the sweet spot right there. There we go. Yes. Hey. Okay, so this is the farthest that we got, was scene 3. Unable to beat Bebop at the end. So hopefully we can get there. We've got a couple more continues. Yes, awesome, we got a 1-up. Definitely needed the 1-up for sure. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll finish off with Don here. Yes! Wow. There's that heal. Yeah, it looks like everything's good. It's just going to take a second for the chat to load here. We don't have any extra lives unless we somehow get one. Oh, shoot. Damn. Hard to avoid getting hit by those guys. Yeah, there's no way. Unless we somehow do this whole fight without taking a single hit. Which I don't. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. Oh, getting that third raid. First from Penny, then from Horatio. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Happy Monday. It is also 4:20 p.m. Zombie Paper, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Were you doing an art stream I saw earlier? And if you're just joining with Zombie Paper's stream, I know you had an awesome time over there. So thanks for joining in and choosing to spend a little bit of your Monday here. Wow. We literally have one hit left, and I'm hoping to somehow, magically, with the power of save states, win this battle against Bebop. This is the first time I've ever played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project, on the NES. I grew up with the first one, and this is also episode 18 of our animal and creature themed roulette, so you can spin the wheel at any time, and whatever game we get, we gotta play. We got a lot of hits there. That was actually good. That was promising, except for that. We have a continue though. It's okay. We have a couple of continues. Let me just do a quick shout out to Zombie, if you're not following Zombie Paper. And again, thank you to Horatio Outside and Henny Blank 01 for the raids earlier as well. If you're new to the channel, my name's 3UP, and I stream every single day from 1 p.m. Pacific onward. And today, this is just the first game we're playing today. I'm going to try to go through these continues, then we'll spin the wheel. And basically, the Retro Roulette stream is a series where I curate a bunch of themed lists of retro video games from Atari 2600 to N64, with ROM hacks, homebrews, all sorts of cool homemade projects that people work on. And attach it to a wheel. You can spin it at any time, and I can spin it at any time. And whatever game we get, we gotta play. Oh, nice. Zombie was doing some art streams. Nice. Very cool. Then you were doing a long Google Maps meandering where you went around Seattle, Chicago, Dallas, and SLC. Nice. Salt Lake City. Thank you so much for sharing your community over here. Appreciate that. So yeah, we do have a continue, so we can start from the beginning of this stage, which is not too bad. We still have to fight this, like, bizarro turtle. I forget the name of the wild turtle with the, like, spiky bladed sword. But I do know, growing up as a kid, when I used to go over to my cousin's house, he had a filing cabinet filled with Ninja Turtles action figures, and we had a couple action figures of that one specifically. You also were saying South Lake City? Nice. South and pepper, my favorite seasoning. North and salt, my favorite directions. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. It's actually funny, we were doing a little bit of a meandering ourselves. The first level here takes place in Key West, Florida, and Shredder steals, I guess he steals the entire island of Manhattan. He lifts it up kind of like Angel Hill, or Angel Island Zone in Sonic the Hedgehog. Lifts it up from the earth. It's now floating. He's also got April O'Neil as well. And so we figure, you know, we'll do the first stage on Key West, where the turtles were vacationing. And then the second stage is a surfing stage, which somehow implies that they surfed from Key West, Florida, all the way to Manhattan, and now we're here. So it didn't take that long. In fact, the first stage took longer than the second one, so those are some pretty fast currents. Unless they're motorized surfboards or something. That'd be a funny thing to do on Google Maps. It's okay. Okay, we will go with Mikey for now until we have to take on a boss. Because Donatello does have the largest range here. I do really like and appreciate that a lot of the enemies are directly out of the comic book / animated cartoon. Here we go. One thing he did that was fun was he took a bit of the Posse on Broadway tour from Sir Mix. Nice. Does anybody know the name of this turtle? For this, we're switching to Dawn. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, that's funny. That song was all about Sir Mix-a-Lot going around Seattle. Is that where he's originally from? Hey. Oh, nice. Is that Slash? Maybe it's Slash. Like the name that comes to mind in my mind is Razor, but I know that Razor is like that mutant, sort of like vulture, just like Bebop is Pizza Time. How Bebop is a warthog. I know that Razor, I think it is, not Razor. Razor. It's definitely not that, but Slash sounds really familiar. So apparently Sir Mix-a-Lot and his posse drove around town, eventually landing on Broadway. That's the title. Oh, cool. What a thing to write a song about. Yes. So this Bebop fight is the one that we can't get past. It's really, really tough. It's right after this. Oh! That was the dumbest thing we could have done. Okay, we didn't lose a life. Whew. Thank God. Yes. We got these things that look like the Thing in Super Mario Bros. 3 Hammer Brother cosplay. Like the Thing from Fantastic Four. This is the toughest. They hit you no matter what. There we go. Jeez. Yep. Well, we're not going to have any extra lives to take this guy on, which is not what I wanted. I wanted at least one extra life. But let's hope. Donnie's got the best range here. Ah, fuck you. Total unnecessary damage. Nope, we're doing this from the top again. That was a terrible performance. Nope. From the top. We can't take any damage. I'm not allowing it to happen. Nope. That's dumb. Nope. Nope. Oh, that sucks. You just cannot be too close to him. Nope. Fuck you. That's so dumb. So dumb. No, that sucks. We saved right after we died there. To be able to beat this as a kid must have been insane. And Mindscan, you were saying earlier that growing up in Russia, that a lot of the Russian Famiclone carts of this were pirated. And so Konami has this like anti-piracy stuff that they add to their games. Specifically, that pretty much makes the bosses invincible. Like it gives them a crazy amount of attack and health. They're already pretty tough in this, so. This is our last chance, last 3 lives. You just woke up from a nap. Nice. How is everybody? Pretty good. April O'Neil's been kidnapped with the entire island of Manhattan. rising from the ocean. But the turtles just surfed on their surfboards from Key West, Florida, all the way here, so it's all good. It only took one stage to get here. This is my last attempt to try and beat this stage here. It's actually got 2 bosses. I think it's Slash is the name of that turtle, with the bizarro evil turtle, and then Bebop. We just gotta retain our lives up until that point. But doing well. If you're not following Itarama as well, please go give Itarama a follow. Did they get any key lime pie for us? They might have eaten all the pie. Unless it's a pizza, I don't think they would have brought anything with them. In fact, in mid-game, it would be nice if we could just pizza time it up, but it doesn't want to give us any health right now, so that's fine. Oh. See? Unnecessary. Just an unnecessary place to take a death. There he is. Should get him. Yes! Pizza time. Thank you. The nap was good. You were woken up this morning before fully rested, so the nap was a nice booster. Nice. Yeah, it's always nice to recharge like that. You had your own little pizza time. With dreams of stuffed crust and toppings dancing in your head. What if you made a pizza, but the dough was entirely made out of tomatoes? It was just tomato dough. Tomate dough. You say tomato, I say tomato. And then there's little circles instead of tomatoes, sliced tomatoes on the pizza, there's little circles of dough. Or circles of bread as the toppings. An inverted pizza. These guys can just get screwed up. Seriously. Least favorite Pokemon is Girder right here. Not a fan. You can't form gluten with tomatoes alone. Well, you don't need gluten. Just tomatoes. In fact, grow a giant tomato, take one slice out of it, and there's your dough. Excuse me, what just happened? Let's do this from the top again. Can't make a crust then? Well, yeah, you could. You totally could. Just take a blowtorch and go around the edges. One giant slice. That'd be very weird. Is that cat ham? That's a very strange emoji. Open your mouth real big and just eat it in one gulp, snake style. Come on. Ooh, it's like Booster and his wedding cake in Mario RPG, exactly. Snake! Snake! Come on, we just gotta get past this stage. Okay, this is it, this is it, this is the last life. Nope. Sure. We'll try Raph. Oh. No. Oh. No, that's so dumb. That's bullshit. Oh. I saved as I got kicked. I saved as I got kicked. We were so close. He was blinking too. If we had gotten that, then we would have at least beat the stage. Yipes. Wow, this is a tough game. This, TMNT 3, TMNT 2, and Double Dragon 3 are infinitely difficult beat-em-ups. I think we can get better at them. I do highly recommend all three of them. This is a fantastic game if you're a fan of Turtles in Time or Hyperstone Heist. Most people already knew these games existed. This is all just new to me, and I'm very stoked. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel and see what second game we're going to get today. At least the intro had the sick string bend effect. Yeah, there's some really good music in this, especially the beginning here. But we're going to spin that wheel, and we have almost 1,500 games that we can pick from, so... We got 1385. Alright, let's take a look and see what game 1385 is. All right. $13.85 is Brutal Above the Claw on the Sega 32X. And the Sega 32X is a really interesting system. I mean, they had the Sega Genesis, then the Sega Saturn, and around the same time, the 32X was sort of like their answer to like, let me upgrade this 16-bit system to a 32-bit system. There's a lot of really cool games for it. The Star Wars arcade game comes to mind. But we're going to try out Brutal Above the Claw on the 32X. So stick around for that. I'm going to take a short break, and then we've got that up next. Thanks again to Zombie Paper, Henny Blank, and Horatio outside for the raids. Really appreciate it. Here's some music from Stardew Valley in the meantime while I update this stream title. Oh, amazing, Idrama. You should send me the I'll spin sound from Wheel of Fortune N64 for your wheel spins. Oh, that'd be amazing. 48 off from the elite number. Yeah, that'd be really great, actually. That sound effect. I'll spin.
Never give up.
Excuse me while I put on my sunglasses.
It still says that we're playing Ninja Turtles, but I have not been able to update my category, so we'll just take a second here and then we'll update that. But I'll be back in just a few. I'm going to use the washroom and then we'll dive back into the next game. Hey everyone, thank you so much for your patience. Oh, you've never been here to see a break. Nice. Welcome to the stream, Pocky. Yeah, mess around with some of those sound effects if you want. There's some pretty cool ones. Just gonna have to reset a few things here before we dive back in. For some reason, my controller wanted to reset itself and turn off, so I'm gonna have to plug it in, do a reset on the emulator, and then we'll get that game going. So if you've ever heard of Brutal Paws of Fury, I believe this is a sequel. Brutal Above the Claw on the Sega 32X. We were playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project earlier. Got decently far, just 3 stages in, but it's a tough one. Highly recommend checking it out though, it's a fun game. Curious, the music we're listening to is actually composed by Concerned Ape, who was the developer and composer and pretty much everything on Stardew Valley. Hopefully going to be trying out some Switch streaming in the future this week, trying to do some setup. You might actually catch me doing some test streams to try and get my Switch setup going. I'm going to reorg the desk, reorg the stream setup, and hopefully start a farm on Stardew Valley on stream together. I think you should be able to see the game. Let me just make sure the resolution is proper. Okay, you should be able to hear me and see the game, and this is Brutal Above the Claw on the Sega 32X. This music's gonna make you take a nap, not this stuff. Not anymore. Nice. Brutal Unleashed Above the Claw. So hopefully it's not too loud, the music. This is cool. We were just talking about one-on-one fighting games, and this is not a type of game that I normally would have played as a kid. Like, I grew up with Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2. It's a little bit of something going on, that's for sure. Okay. I have to just fix the controller here. I knew I did have to restart it. Just 1 sec, folks. Just got to reset my controller side of things. It's funny how this works sometimes. I use an 8-bit do Bluetooth controller. It's basically like a Super Nintendo controller or Super Famicom controller with Nintendo Switch analog sticks. It's actually pretty cool. It works on my Switch as well. And I also have a Super Nintendo one. So, what is it? The SN30 Pro and the SF30 Pro? Yeah. It's kind of cool. This will just take a second here. Sorry, folks. Yeah, you know what? We might actually have to... we might actually have to spin that wheel and not play this game because I'm getting a little bit of a weird lag. And it has to do with OBS here. So, you know what? Let's do that just to be safe. Let's spin the wheel again. And remember, you can spin the wheel at any time with 1,000 moonstones. So let's pop this Stardew Valley music back on here and spin it. We've got over 1,400 games that are all animal and creature themed. And it looks like 368. Game 368 is the one that we're getting. So let's go take a look and see what that is. I found that no issues with the rubber pads on my end, thankfully. But yeah, you've mentioned that before, Adorama. So the rubbers underneath the buttons wear out too quickly. Interesting. Spin time. Alright, 368. That is... It is... Nice. It's a ROM hack of Super Mario World called Super Mario World Return to Dinosaur Land. Very cool. Hopefully it's a vanilla hack. I've had a few people ask me recently to recommend them, in the last couple of weeks, to recommend them some Super Mario World ROM hacks that are very similar to the original or don't change too many things. Because there's a lot of like crazy ROM hacks out there, Kaizo ROM hacks and ultra difficult ones, but this is probably going to be the one to check out. So Super Mario World Return to Dinosaur Land up next. Stick around. Thanks for your continued patience, folks. Now, I've played a ton of Super Mario World ROM hacks on the channel, including about 35 or so randomizer runs, where we play through the vanilla levels, but all the level order, level colors, level music, enemies, item blocks, power-ups, all that stuff is shuffled around, just to make for a unique experience. And you can check out every previous episode of our Animal Creature theme streams on my YouTube channel, as well as all of our Super Mario World ROM hack streams, and all of our randomizer streams. Obviously, with the name of the channel, I'm a big fan of Super Mario World, and the reason why we're called 3-Up Moon is because, as a kid, the very first time I found my first 3-Up Moon, it was just one of those awesome success victory moments, and I wanted to kind of recapture that spirit of discovering games I never played before, or rediscovering games that had amazing soundtracks and inspired me as a kid. And just capture those moments of finding like a secret or finding like a super rare item. In fact, I'm such a fan that I actually had somebody... I commissioned from Cheerful Goods on Etsy. I commissioned a crochet 3-Up Moon in the size of what I think it would be like if you were to find one in real life. It's pretty rad. You can check out Cheerful Goods on Etsy, and this is just a custom thing that they made for me. Made another one as well for my buddy Lucas Bell, who did the design for the channel. Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. Just like a floofy, squishy moon. Pretty cool stuff. You should definitely go check out their stuff. Actually, Cheerful Goods was making full-on Mario and Yoshi plushies and stuff, so it was cool to see just a simple 3-Up Moon. It was great. Yeah, basically. Banana. Banana. So you should be able to see and hear the game in just a moment here. Oh, thank you so much for sharing Cheerful Goods Twitter. I appreciate that. They've got an Etsy as well, and their partner, Critically Lit, is an awesome streamer as well. Tony's an awesome retro streamer if you want to go check out his channel as well. So yeah, like I said, there's a rich community of people who make Super Mario World ROM hacks. We played a ton of very, very difficult ones. Ones that would be considered hard or super hard or challenging, or Kaizo hacks. And our good friend of the channel, Parahacks, also just released his own hack called Voyager. We actually have a little cameo in it. You can find a secret 3-Up Moon in the game. It's a Kaizo hack, so you don't actually get lives or lose lives. But there's a secret 3-Up Moon, and it takes you to a secret 3-Up room. It's pretty cool. It's a really great hack. And if you're a fan of Super Mario World ROM hacks, I highly recommend checking out Parahacks_ because he does make his own ROM hacks on stream, plays Super Mario World ROM hacks, and gives you a little bit of a glimpse into how things like lunar magic works. Here we go. Ooh, pugs. This is it. Made in 2006. So this is, like, in the grand scheme of ROM hacks, this is considered a fairly early ROM hack, because late 90s, like 98, 99 is when a lot of ROM hacking utilities started coming about. And yeah, lunar magic recently hit 20 years old. So this is like 5 years into lunar magic being a thing. But yeah, let's check this out. Have some fun with it. Just gonna get some water before we start. Oh yeah, thank you for shouting out Parahacks as well. Okay, so this should be good. This should have less lag, and as always, we're going to use that third save slot. Currently on the channel, we are playing through Dragon Warrior 4 on the NES, in terms of RPGs. And we just beat Super Mario RPG and the Minish Cap. We're 5 followers away from 600, so once we hit 600, I'm going to be celebrating playing the Minish Cap randomized for the first time. I do a lot of Link to the Past randomizer, and so it'll be pretty fun to try that one out for the first time. It'll be the second ever Zelda randomizer I've ever tried. It is going to be a little more complex than Link to the Past, just based on just the fact that there's just more things in the game that can be randomized. And hopefully we don't run into a soft lock situation. Hopefully, I've heard it's pretty chaotic, so hopefully we'll be able to get through it. To celebrate 500 followers, we played the Wario Land 3 randomizer, and we've actually played all the Wario Land games on stream. Cool, so this is just set up so that, you know, you could basically play this game instead of the original Super Mario World, and it's going to teach you all the tech you need. So this is a pretty standard hack. Jeez, the lag. Why is there lag? And what's up, Mike? What's causing the lag? We have perfect bitrate. Very strange. I've been having bitrate issues all week, and delay city, boys. Okay, what is delaying? My audio at all, or my video? Or just the game? Wow, why would that be a thing? That doesn't make any sense. Let's try this. It's the game. We're in low frame city. Okay, how about now? Is that nicer? You tell me, and then if not, I can tweak it. I've got a few options we can kind of mess around with. Thank you for telling me, by the way. What do you mean stream quality? Like the resolution? Weird. Why is it doing this? It wasn't doing this on the first stream, in the first game. My settings haven't changed, so it doesn't really make any sense whatsoever as to what's going on. Oh, Mike's stream quality and resolution. Is that implying, Zombie, that everything's looking fine on yours? That you're not noticing any delay? I mean, I think that fixed it. I'm fully relying on you folks to let me know if anything's changing when I'm making these alterations, so. Yours is looking not too bad, okay. Well, you pop in on the regular too, so you know what it normally looks like. Flying red coins are worth 5 regular coins. For you, it's chugging a bit. You can only know for sure when the video comes up. That doesn't make any sense. Haven't even adjusted it. Okay, 1 second, folks. right now my bitrate is 3500, and I usually limit it to 2200 or 2000. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not laggy on my end. It makes no sense because we were actually playing a way more graphically intensive game earlier, and it was totally fine. So it doesn't make sense that Super Mario World, which literally takes no CPU usage whatsoever, is giving us this trouble. How about now? I mean, this is all looking smooth on my end, so I'm not sure what's up here. Oh, okay, that's rough. Again, I have no way of knowing. It's all you guys. Feels smooth on your end? Not too bad. Okay. So that means that what I did worked. Yeah, I got a MacBook Pro, so I can't really do much to adjust it. I use an OBS, I use a MacBook. And I have the latest operating system. It's not too old of a MacBook either, so. But it's not the ideal way to set up a stream, of course. Not too bad. Okay, cool. So what I did then helped it. So I'm just gonna quickly fix one more thing. I just go, what's up? Maybe with XSplit. Yeah. Mike, you've mentioned XSplit before, and a couple people have mentioned it specifically because I've had a lot of issues with like streaming games like The Binding of Isaac and stuff. What if we did something like... Okay, hopefully, maybe that works. Yeah, I might have to try. Might have to try XSplit. Okay. If you need more game audio, please let me know. And hopefully this will have done something positive. Let me know if anything has improved in the next little bit here. And as you can see with this game, it's pretty formulaic. It's pretty standard. It looks like they're just doing 4 levels per world, keeping it pretty simple. Cool, little secret area. That sucks. Interesting. much we can do there. Is it still the same? Pocky? Is that what that F means? I'm relying on the chat communicating back to me on whether or not what I did made a difference. And then I can see if we can leave it alone or we can go and tweak something else. Oh, because I died in lava. Okay, cool. So it is watchable. That's good. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I did have a very known issue with my internet 2 or 3 days ago, but it's not that same issue that's occurring right now. For whatever reason. Seems to be worse. Worse than when I last changed it. I'm very confused. Makes no sense at all. Hi. Great. Just dropped a whole bunch of stuff. I'll fix that in just a second here. Okay, this should fix it, and then I'm just gonna do a quick. I just gotta do a sweep here because unfortunately I spilled a whole bunch of homemade granola everywhere. That's not good. So here's the test. Is this better than before I entered this level? No water's been spilled. No, no liquid, thankfully. What unfitting background music. But yeah, if this is working a little bit better, that's awesome. Okay, interesting. So I had it set to use B-frames, and then I unchecked use B-frames in the settings for OBS, and that seemed to fix it. I also lowered the bitrate, so maybe I'll lower the bitrate even more and see if that makes a difference. But in the meantime, we've got ourselves a nice little one-up. I'm going to just play some music again from Stardew Valley. I'll be right back. I'm just going to do some sweeping, and then I'll return. Thanks again for your patience, folks. And thanks for helping out with just like input and letting me know if there's any audio or other issues. Happy to adjust it. Okay. Looks like everything's all cleaned up, good to go. Oh, the bat seems to be working better. That's a good sign then. Cool. Alright, so I think I fixed it. That's great news. Awesome. Yay. It's nice to not have to be dealing with technical difficulties like that. It's a shame we dropped all that granola, though. Here is Yoshi's Island 4. Of course. Interesting. Alright, I have to refresh this too. So many little technical hiccups, it's so silly. It's just pretty unnecessary. Thanks for your patience, though. Everyone that's been sticking around, it means a lot. Yikes, folks. It's like the 6th technical difficulty now this weekend? Come on. Okay, I have to restart the stream. Just one sec, folks. Stick around, refresh, and we'll be back in a moment.